So I've been in business for 11 years. I joined Keller Williams in Pasadena for about 4 years. I did okay for my first 3 years, but I needed a change, because I feel like my business didn't go anywhere. Okay, is my connection okay? I feel like I'm in and out.
No, you sound good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you sound good, Lynn.
Okay, good. Yeah, so I was with Keller Williams first, and then went out by myself because I do have a broker license as well. But I didn't like to be solo. I felt like I wasn't at my like maximum, ability to close by myself, because I need energy. I need, team like team support in some ways. So yeah, so then I joined Compass as well. So I joined Compass. I was with Pac Union. And once again, it's all the same. It's just the brand that's different, right? They're just trying to brand their name. And I found Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty last year, because my goal is always to build a team. And at Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty, we offer so many different benefits to our buyers and sellers that no one else could. And this is the only office where we book appointment to agents. You don't have to, door knock, cold calling, do any marketing at all, right? Because the company and the team leaders do all of it. So yeah, I mean, and also now with our Zillow partnership, like our business is like last year, it's supposed to be a lot of agents, worst years, and was our like best year ever. And this year, I think it's going to be a lot better too. But we need more manpower, at least for my team. we
Yeah.
all could use a lot more help. Yep.
So, Lynn, let me ask you a specific question here. You've been associated with Keller Williams, Compass, ABC Realty. So you've been around for a while, right? 11 years. You said 11 years?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm looking at your sign now. It says your home sold guaranteed or I'll buy it. So why don't you share, Lynn, when you stop talking about your home sold guaranteed or I'll buy it versus Lynn is the #1 superstar agent, which you are, by the way, right? You are a superstar agent, but if the message that you are sending out on the marketplace that I'm the #1 agent, my name is Lynn Tran, versus your home sold guaranteed or I'll buy it, which one, based on your in the last 12 months versus your last 11 years,
Right.
can you share as far as, at the end of the day, Lynn, what's the result here? Are you getting more business when you focus on them, the clients, or you getting more business when you talk about Lynn, the #1 superstar agent that walk on water?
Right. I mean, we all know that no one cares about who we are, right? They care about themselves, right? So yeah, I mean, all these years marketing by myself, my name, postcards, everything else I do, that was, I mean, the conversion rate is nothing, right? And I spent thousands of dollars. But now that our name is different and our offer is different, right? It's like I get a lot more just like people approach me and ask about, what is it that, like, what does that mean? Even just the name of our company start like all these conversations, right? Like, oh, what do you mean? My home sold guarantee, or you buy it like right away. So yeah,
Can
I'm
you
like,
share
yeah,
real
that's
life?
exactly what we do.
Sorry, Lynn, can you share real life example, Lynn, maybe in the last 3 months, October, November, December, where how does it brings you net you more money when you start promoting your home sold guaranteed versus Lynn is the superstar agent?
Yeah, so so there are two offer that I do a lot. So one of them is your home sold guarantee, I'll buy it, or guarantee cash offer on your home in 24 hours. So I actually get a lot more for the guarantee cash offer as well, so as is, no repairs, no open house. So I get a bunch of hits for that, because people want to sell quickly, right? Especially in today's market. So I do have seller reaching out and asking about our guarantee home sold, like all these programs that we have, because they want to get so quickly, especially in COVID. They don't want to do any repairs. They don't want to host open houses. I mean, we can't. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so in the last few months, yeah, I do get a lot of seller reaching out, mostly sellers, right? And also buyers too, right? Like buyer wanted like trade up, but they have a home to sell. So we're like, hey, we make an all cash offer on your home so that you don't have to submit a contingent offer on the home that you want. So we solve their problems. And that's how we get a lot of, business and all these inquiries, because buyers and sellers, they have problems, right?
So Lynn, in the last 12 months, when did you, since January 2020 till December 2020, Lynn, in the last 12 months, how much your home sold company generated leads and appointments that's been generated for you, and you close escrow and you actually make money? So I guess the question is, let me rephrase the question. How much money you make as a direct result of being associated with your home sold guaranteed realty? I guess, does it make sense? In the last 12 months, how much closing you have in the last 12 months?
So I joined in late March of last year.
Oh, sorry. So
right?
In the last 6 months.
Yeah. So last 6 months, I got booked like over 100 of appointments. But one person can't take care of all of them, right? We cannot service that many clients. That's why we work. That's why we need help. But out of all of that, because I also focus on recruiting too and training my team. So I'm not just focusing on sales, but just myself when I do focus. So far I have 4. I converted 4. And there are more. I have 2 more closing by the end of this month.
So those 6 transactions, if you translate it to a dollar amount net to your pocket, how much would it be?
I would say like 80 grand additional to my own business, right? Because
$80,000 net. This is after the split, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Once I close 2 more by the end of the month.
And the 80 already including the 2 or not yet?
That's including the 2 that we're closing.
So Lynn, is it accurate to say that in your first 6 months, your home sold guaranteed realty put an extra $80,000 in Lynn pocket? That's basically the bottom line. So you've been around for the last 11 years, Lynn?
Correct.
With Keller Williams, Compass, those are all fine companies. We respect those great companies, right? I never say bad things about any of those great companies. However, Lynn, in the last 11 years, how much business that Keller Williams or Compass or any of the great companies put in your pockets in the last 11 years?
A big, huge 0. We just hustling around by ourselves, right? Spending all these marketing dollars by ourselves, and they just get a part of it when we close. That's it.
All right. So before we begin the session today, you guys, we have the legendary here, Lynn Tran. So if you guys have any questions, so not too long ago, as you heard from her story, 6 months ago, she was just like you, right? She was watching this webinar, and then she's looking at all these marketing that I'm showing to you now, which I'm going to share with you in the next 60 minutes. But before we begin, do you have any question how the company give money, an extra $80,000 in Lynn pocket in the last maybe 6 months here? Is there any question before I start flipping my PowerPoint presentation? I think Cornell has a question. I see your lips is opening up, but you have to unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Well, can you help me like you help Lynn also here in Northern California?
Hey,
Hi
that's
there.
actually a good question. Chelsea, we are lucky today. Chelsea, our sales manager, is here with us today. So Chelsea, Cornell actually is in where are you? Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
I'm at the capital.
You are the capital of the state. Can you believe
Yes, sir.
it? So Chelsea, is our corporate relationship? Are we able to get his phone to ring in Sacramento?
I don't think that'll be a problem. That's something that we can definitely talk to our partners about. And I don't see that being an issue at all, basically anywhere in California.
Wow. Okay.
We can turn you on. So Lynn, can you share with everybody, because I think Cornell bring up a good point. What does it mean your phone to ring? Your phone ring with who? Who's calling you, Lynn, every day?
The client directly. We get live connections. We connect directly to the consumers, right?
So the people who's thinking of buying and selling a house calling you, and you don't call them. This is not cold call. This is not cold calling. This is like reverse cold calling.
Yes. Yep. You just have to pick up the phone.
Oh, that's actually a good point, Lynn. You actually have to work, Cornell, meaning if Chelsea are able to get your phone to ring, Chelsea, we're going to talk about it later on, but since Lynn and Cornell here kind of touched this already. So Lynn, what's the expectation, Lynn? Let's say we get Cornell phone ringing, let's say 50 times in a month with prospective buyers and sellers thinking of buying and selling a house. What's your expectation, Chelsea?
That if we have 50 calls come through in a month?
Yeah, if let's say we give Cornell 50 buyers and sellers calling him in the next in 1 month, what do we expect Cornell to do?
That will convert at least 10% of those. So, I mean, obviously you have to make sure that you're scheduling the appointments with them, you're meeting with them face to face, you're showing them houses that meet the criteria that they're looking for and match their heart's desire. And then it's helping them, seeing that they need to, submit the offer and closing them on the deal.
Going back to what Lynn was saying, Chelsea, Lynn was like very basic. Hey man, you just have to answer the phone. That's step number 1. Right? You'll be surprised, Cornell, how many people don't answer the telephone. Real estate agents I'm talking about. So step number 1 to be successful. In fact, Chelsea is going to meet with you one-on-one every week. The expectation is that 80% of the time, meaning if Chelsea gives you 10 incoming calls this week, then we expect you to pick up at least 8 out of 10. If you don't,
I will pick up all of them. But I have no excuse to just let 1 or 2 go.
Well, that's what everybody said at the beginning, Cornell.
Exactly.
Well, I'm a starving realtor.
Yep. Yeah, it gets crazy, trust me.
When I first met Lynn, Lynn said, I promise I'll pick up 100%. I was like, don't promise yet.
You said on 10, Rudy, you said on 10 calls. I will pick up 11. That's nothing, 10 calls.
You see, Lynn? Lynn, why don't you speak to him in an honest truth, Lynn, before he start making over promises?
I mean, like a lot of our team members on hold because they cannot take more calls. We can have like up to 10 calls a day, right? So you're shown homes, your phone's ringing, you're trying to get everything done and your phone is ringing.
Yeah. That's where we're stuck, is that we have an excess of so many leads that we need really awesome rockstar agents to help service them.
Okay, Cornell, so let's stick with our 80% program here before you shoot yourself on the foot.
Okay.
Cornell, like 100%. Okay, it's not going to happen. 80%, Cornell. In order for you to be in our program here, minimum expectation is 80% answer rate. And then later on, 10% write an offer and 10% closing. And then we're going to train you. We're going to train you every day, Cornell. I'm going to give you my buyer's presentation, my listing presentation, right, Lynn? Why don't you share, Lynn? So we're going to give you my buyer's presentation, listing presentation, the training every single day. And we're going to get your phone to ring with buyers and sellers. And the expectation, Cornell, is 10% closing.
Right.
I know you're a superstar agent. You close 100%, but we're going to put you into I'm gonna tell you the truth. How about that, right? I'm not gonna over promise you whatever. I'm just gonna. So if you wanna make like Lynn here, making an extra 80,000. This is from company generated. Now she has her own thing going on. So we are not even talking about that. We are talking about $80,000 that she make because she's associated with your home sold guaranteed realty. She's a successful agent by herself. So she has her own thing going on, but that's not what we are talking about. And today, in the next 60 minutes here, Cornell, I'll be sharing with you how, because the traditional real estate model is obsolete. So I'm going to share with you, right, Lynn, how you're going to net more money in 2021. That's it. If there is no question for Lynn, Lynn, thank you for sharing your story. Is there anything else, Lynn, you want to share before we end your session here?
No, I mean, you know, we pretty much cover everything. Like no companies, no brokerage gonna book your appointment, train you every single day, like hands-on. We speak the same language. It's not like everyone's running out doing different things, right? We're like one big family that is working together. Just and close deal and helping client. That's it. That's all we do. Yep.
So boring, huh? So simple and boring. There is no politics, no drama, right? We just sell homes. That's it, right? We train every day. We get your phone to ring. That's it. There's nothing else. But I'm going to share with you. Thank you, Lynn, for sharing your story today. And congratulations for your $80,000. And I'm looking forward for this 2021. So your first 6 months, Lynn, it was just a warm-up, right? You're just trying to figure things out. Now, Lynn, your 2021, this is your real deal. You ready, Lynn?
I'm ready. Yeah. I mean, I'm never used to have people call me, right? Like we call them. So yeah,
People mean buyers and sellers.
Right. So it took a little time to get used to it. Yeah, for sure.
Usually you are cold calling them. Now they're calling you every day. You're like, whoa. Congratulations. One thing I can say about Lynn is very, very coachable. And coachable means she's willing to do something that she may or may not agree with personally. Is that kind of accurate, Lynn? Do you always agree 100% with our teaching here? I think no, but one thing I can say is that she's very coachable, meaning she did it anyway. And the result, now when you look back, wow.
Correct.
I never seen fight the system.
Right, it's not about me. Right. Yep.
So the success is on you, Lynn, because you are very coachable. You could have said, I've been in business for 11 years. I know everything, but you not once. I never hear you say that. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, Lynn doesn't let her ego get in the way. She doesn't stand in her own way.
Yeah, that's actually easier.
It's not about me.
All right, so congratulations, Lynn. That's our spotlight this morning. Lynn Tran, look it up online. If you don't know Lynn Tran, look it up, man. She's taking over. Which market area are you in, Lynn?
Some folks in Northeast trying to get into the West LA market because I'm very familiar, but I do need more manpower, right? Because to get the zip code, you need a few agents. So I'm working on that. But yes,
All
LA.
right. Congratulations,
and Pasadena.
Yeah, you're in Pasadena. All right, congratulations once again.